Yes, there are lots of things that we can do, you guys. The protests and the looting, we don't. It's very debatable on whether this is very is if it's helping the situation or not. But one thing that is very clear is that this is emotional expression, okay? But a lot of other people are taking opportunities. They're opportunists. You know, a lot of people are opportunists. This is a human nature thing. This isn't necessarily a racial thing when it comes to jumping on opportunities. People are seeing it's this very hyper capitalistic society, and not only that, but just humans, human nature. When people have been deprived, or if they just feel they just like taking opportunities. That's really what it is, man. We gotta stop thinking deep into it. It's not about people. It's not about the people who are protesting for George Floyd. We can't confuse them with the looters, because the looters are simply taking advantage of the opportunity that has been presented. While the police are more worried about the protesters, well, shit, let's mix in and pose as protesters and let's fuck up shit. It's genius. It's the best thing. It's opportunity. Countless people have gotten away with this. That's what it is. You cannot confuse, and it's not a black or white thing. So, and you guys need to be so much more conscious of the stuff we posting now too. You know, the pictures. It's all in the subliminal messages. This girl Megan Gutierrez on my fucking Facebook had to cancel her ass. She posted a photo on there that said that had the white cops on the top and then black people, the looters or something on the bottom. It said, "You guys are really protesting, but here you guys are looting or some shit." And it was a picture of looters, and they're all black. And you guys have all seen videos of people who are mixed out there. Look at the propaganda. Look at the stuff that's happening, you guys. It's so we cannot be this old, and we cannot be this old in this era. We have phones, the internet, everything is accessible for the first time in like human history. Yet we still want to pretend like subliminal messages and marketing and the way things look don't matter. Memes are the new propaganda. But you want to talk about why everywhere you look in like magazines and stuff, it's a white woman and a black guy. Or you want to talk about there's not enough black people presented in a loving kind of way. Every single context deserves intentional and specific placements of images, imagery, and words. You have got to be conscious of the colors that you're presenting out there. It plays a factor. You saw the photo or the video of the little children who preferred, they were like, which is the cute doll? Which is the ugly doll? And they all chose the white doll, and they said the black one. It's all about programming. We do not realize how programmable and how unconscious we operate. You know, it's wild, right? So that's one thing right there. And the other thing is, because this is an emotional expression, why is it an emotional expression? It's an emotional expression because, you know, think about, first, let me tell you guys something. Think about kids, right? Think about kids. When they don't, babies, they cry, they lash out because they don't have any other words or any other outlets and any other way to express themselves. In this type of situation, it's similar, but it's not. What it is it's like a 12, 13, 14-year-old, you know? You tell them to do one thing, and then you said that you're gonna give them something and you never do, so they're gonna fucking lash out. Let me not do a 12. It's like that growing young adult who's still kind of young and like kind of like maturing and thriving, and it's an adult, like, you know, he's old but he knows the power that this younger guy has or something, and he doesn't want to get overpowered, so he's just playing nice to get by a little bit. So that's sort of kind of what I'm thinking. Like, I'm not comparing the black community to amateurs and kids and stuff like that. If anything is immature and premature, and I wouldn't say immature in the fact that it's not as developed as it should be and could be, is simply the advancements of the black community. Because of Black Wall Street, that shit set us back ridiculously. Jim Crow set us back ridiculously. We are very premature in our evolution because of the systems and things that have been systematically brought onto us. But we are gaining strength and we're gaining consciousness. We're getting older. We're not falling for the okie doke anymore. It's like when you're sitting at a game table, a poker table with all the other races, and we're at this game, the game is called life, but it plays similar to poker, right? now we got the dealer who is the banks and shit, whoever, the fucking world. The bank is the world, and the world is the dealer, and shit, the world is in on the game too. You know, they're in on it. We have one set of rules. The black community, black cultures, Africans, all that, they have one set of rules, and all the other races are sitting at the table too, and they're given the same set of rules we are, plus others. They're given additional rules. So now they understand what it is they can do and what they can't do. And not only that, but what happens is we are all subjected, all of the races are subject to the same crimes, things that are considered crimes and penalties for the most part, right? And that deserve punishment. But the black community will be given much more severe, harsher punishments. So that's one thing. That's one thing right there. And the other thing is, not only are we given a different set of rules, but when the other races do the same things that the black community will do or possibly have done, there's either a lesser punishment or no punishment. But the thing is that when there is no punishment, then it's implied, not directed. They didn't directly say it, hey, you can go out there and go kill black people if you want to. But all the time and time after again, the implication is that it's what it is. I'm a cop. I'm white. If you do not do whatever I say, I can kill you. Why? It's not in the laws. But we ain't getting punished by it. So remember, things only change. People do the things that they're held accountable towards. Remember that. Remember that. You will change once you've been held accountable with certain things. If you keep eating a hell of a lot of bullshit and you go to the doctor and he says, hey, your veins is clogged as fuck, you're being held accountable. You are being held accountable right now. Your warning is that, look, if you're gonna die if you do not fix your health habits, okay? If you punch your brother or sister, your mom's gonna spank the shit out you, or they're gonna say some shit. You're being held accountable because your actions are not aligning. They're not right. They're not cool. They're not helping with the community, and they're not progressing towards anything. This is what it is, you guys. There's so much we can do for the future. We need to teach our kids. We need to grow ourselves. We need to learn. There's so much you can do. Learn how to negotiate. Learn about the loaning industry. This shit is not fun. It's not the funnest thing to do. Obviously, no, it's not. But you got to remember, we're starting backwards. We're starting way behind a lot of other people. So that is the black community. The black community, we're starting so far behind a lot of other people, and we cannot blame everybody else all the time for shit. But they are to blame. A lot of shit are to blame. But we still have to take responsibility in improving our own situation. Seriously, you guys. Can you tell me what percentage of LTV you need to have in order to remove your PMI or MIP? Okay. So if you don't know that, did you know that the lending company, your Wells Fargo or whatever company you go for that has financed your mortgage, once you're past that limit, okay, it's 80% and 78%. That's the answer, right? But did you know that if you go past, let's say you're at 76% and you had no idea, you could be continuing paying an extra $4,000 or $5,000 a year on your mortgage because your lending company was like, well, they didn't say anything, so you know what I'm saying? Like, this is shit, basic stuff, man. It's not basic stuff, actually. Fuck that. It's not basic. It takes a lot of intention. And that's it for me, though. It's hot as out here, y'all. I hope y'all staying safe, man. Protests are happening, and it's crazy. I want to go out there, but I'm gonna be honest. I'm really too busy, kind of like working on myself, to be real, because I don't want to put myself in harm's way like that. I don't know what's gonna go down. They put in the military. I'm seeing friends that I used to work with, used to go to school with, that I know in my personal life, they're getting stationed to be part of the police and the enforcement for the protesters. And it's so funny that this division happens in this sort of way. It reminds me of the Bible of what was it, oh man, the two brothers, I can't remember. But it's just it's sickening, you know. It's like hearing the stories of the Civil War. You know, sometimes you had brothers fighting each other from the north and the south. It's fucking crazy. So y'all stay safe out there, man. Be blessed. Continue to grow. Continue to thrive. And come on, think, man. Think, nigga.